burn the fat accumulated in the sides of your stomach. Let us see how to practice this asana. Sit and spread your legs as much as you can and keep the legs straight. Then hold your right feet with your right hand and lift the left hand towards the right hand and bend in the same direction. Hold your right feet with both hands. While doing this, touch your right knee with your right ear. Then exhale while coming back to your position. Reverse the same process on the left side. Hold your left feet with your left hand and lift the right hand towards the left hand and bend in the same direction. Touch your left knee with your left ear. This is how we practice Janu Sirasana. This asana should be practiced at least twice or a maximum of 10 times. Keep in mind that if you have a slip disc, then you do not bend much because you know better about your capability. Otherwise, if you can practice this asana, it will surely give you gain and no loss. Here we will put an end to the practice of this asana and we will move towards another asana. Now I am going to tell you about Kapalbhati. There are 6 kriyas in yoga, which is known as Shat Karma. One of these is Kapalbhati. Usually we call it a pranayam, but actually Kapalbhati is not a pranayam. This is a practice to clean ourselves from within. When our body gets filled with dirt, we try to clean it orally by taking medicines which we call antioxidants. So Kapalbhati helps in cleaning our internal system by detoxifying it. Therefore, we don't need to depend on medicines. So let us see how to do Kapalbhati. Sit in Sukhasana, empty your stomach. Breathe out and pull in your stomach, keeping your eyes closed. In Kapalbhati, there is a sound of your breath when you exhale, and while doing so, the stomach must go in. There should not be a sound of inhaling because we are cleaning our internal system. So the toxins need to go out with the force. If we inhale, the toxins will not go out of the body. It will block the track. After doing this exercise, those suffering from high blood pressure might have an increase in their BP level. This happens because of their aggression while doing this asana. Blood pressure will always rise if you bring aggressiveness in this practice. So do not get aggressive. Be relaxed and do it with a cool mind. Practice this asana at least for 5 minutes daily and you will discover only gains, no loss. It is beneficial for all, whether patients of high blood pressure or those with heart problems. Only thing to be remembered is that do this asana with a relaxed mind and not aggression. Here we will put an end to the practice of this Kapalbhati session. Now it's time to move to another asana. Now I'm going to tell you about Kati Tatha Skand Sanchalan. But before we start, we need to know that who all should avoid this asana, because in this asana we bend our body forward and then move it. Those suffering from high blood pressure, heart problems or slip disc must never do this asana. Otherwise your problems can be aggravated. But those who wish to lose weight, those who wish to keep their blood circulation proper, or those who wish to maintain elasticity in their body can gain a lot from this asana. To do this asana, spread your legs sideways with the gap of around 3 to 4 feet. Then bend your body forward, turn left and right in the same way as Kati Chakrasana and inhale and exhale while doing it. This is how this asana is practiced in a proper manner. As I told you earlier, those suffering from high blood pressure, heart problems or slip disc must never try this asana. Otherwise, your problems can be aggravated. For now, we will put an end to this practice session and I will discuss with you all another asana. There are some special yogasanas to keep our body healthy in winters. Our next asana is Trikonasana. People of all age group can practice this asana, from a 5-year-old kid to a 100-year-old man, and whatever problems you're suffering from, be it high blood pressure, heart problem, slip disc, any other problem like arthritis, you can practice this asana. But in case of high blood pressure and heart problem, you have to keep your breath steady. All others can breathe deeply through nostrils and then we can start the asana. Let's now see how we can practice this asana. Spread your legs almost 4 to 5 feet apart. Keep in mind that the legs should remain parallel to each other, because if the legs are not kept parallel, then your body will not bend properly and there will be a sudden pressure on your backbone. So to avoid that pressure on the backbone, you need to keep your legs parallel. Then we lift one hand up, keeping the palm facing outside. Another hand should be placed on the thigh. Take a deep breath through nostrils and hold the breath. Then bend the lifted hand to the side of another hand. Bend your body as much as you can. When you cannot hold your breath any longer, come back gradually to the normal posture. Then we will do the same with another hand, taking a deep breath through nostrils. Remember, both the hands should remain straight and elbows should not bend. In case of high blood pressure and heart problem, please keep your breath steady. Now, let's watch it again. Practice this asana at least 5 times on each side. As I have mentioned earlier, people of all age groups can practice this, but patients of high blood pressure and heart patients should keep their breath steady. Next asana in this series is Udar Akarshan Asana. Udar Akarshan is an asana that gives flexibility to our body. Especially our backbone becomes very flexible. And it has been believed that if our backbone is flexible, then our entire body becomes very elastic. So let's see how we can practice Udar Akarshan Asana. First you need to sit down. By sitting down, stretch your legs forward. You can join your leg and do it with your legs spread. I will show you the asana with the legs spread. Spread them as wide as you can. Your knees should be straight and not bent at all. We then take both our hands backwards near the hips. Keep them on the ground. Exhale through nostrils and bend down. Inhaling gradually, we lift up and try to turn our entire body back as much as possible slowly. Our waistline should turn as much as possible. Stretch your body, neck, shoulders. All have to turn and stretch. While doing this, we should hold our breath. Then the same should be practiced on the other side as well. Exhaling through nose, bend gradually. Inhaling, we should lift our hands up and turn our body to the right. Yes, as you can see, both the hands should be straight and on the ground. Shoulders, neck and waist should turn and stretch as much as you can. Thus, each muscle of your body gets stretched and our backbone becomes very flexible. This asana is very beneficial for the patients of diabetes. This asana should be practiced at least 5 times on each side and at the most 25 times on each side. If you do it more than this, then your body will be very tired and exhausted. But please remember, please keep this in mind, that yogasana should be always practiced empty stomach. Now we move on to Vaksh Asana. Vaksh means chest. We can do Vaksh Asana for all chest related organs, especially lungs. Because in changing weather, chest related problems occur. The formation of cough, congestion in the chest, and breathing problems or constant coughing. All these are caused by changing weather. So to keep our chest and heart healthy, we practice Vakshasana. Now, stand up and join your feet together. Stretch both your hands out. Please watch carefully. Both palms should be stretched outside. Take a deep breath through nostrils and stretch your body and hands like this, exactly like this. Breathing out gradually, then coming back to normal posture. When we bend backwards, the neck should also bend accordingly. You can have a look at it once again. Now, take a deep breath through nostrils. And come back to the normal posture again. When we stretch backwards and shake our hands, we have to hold our breath. Because while doing this, our chest pumps in. Each rib and muscle of the chest gets stretched and oxygen spreads in every part of our lungs and chest. Every pore of the lungs opens up. Any blockage of our heart opens up. This should be done at least 5 times at a time and maximum 25 times. Now it's time to discuss Singha Asana. As you all know, in winters, blood circulation in our body becomes slow and therefore brain related. That is, nervous disorder increases. As a result of it, problems of depression and anxiety increases. Beside this, with the help of this asana, we can cure diseases like thyroid. So, let's see how to practice this asana. Let's stand up on knees, spread the knees. Our toes should touch the ground and we should join them together. Both the hands should be stretched down, touching the ground. Palms should be stretched inside. Bending forward, we stretch our tongue out and make a roaring sound. And now, inhaling deeply, we roar loudly. Thus, we practice Singha Asana. And as we can see, there's a special expression on the face while doing it. A pressure develops on your face as we open our eyes wide and look up. Pressure develops in our eyes too. This helps us in keeping our eyesight sound and it gives our face a distinct glow. Well, this was Singha Asana for today. Now, I will show you how Uddayan Bandh is practiced. In yoga, 3 types of bandhs are mentioned. Mool Bandh, Uddayan Bandh and Jalandhar Bandh. We call them 3 bandh. Uddayan Bandh is one of them. We practice these bandhs to collect our energies together. Now, please have a very careful look on how it is being done. Take a deep breath through your nostrils and exhale gradually. After exhaling, pull your stomach inside. Yes, please watch me. Hold your breath as much as you can. As much as you can. Let's try it once again. We take a deep breath through nostrils. We exhale gradually. Then we pull our stomach inside. And remember, we should pull it inside as much as we can. All our energies should be focused on this area, stomach. This is the area on which the focus should be there in this asana. This asana helps a lot in curing the case of diarrhea. And this asana is also very beneficial for kidneys, pancreas and liver. Now it's time to have a look at one more asana. I will show you how Anulom Vilom Pranayam is done. As we all know, in winters, since our blood circulation becomes a little slow, there may occur problems like blockage in our heart, and problems of depression also increase in this season. Let's sit in Sukhasana, Vajrasana or Padmasana. We will keep our left hand straight on the knee, and lifting the right hand, we will keep our thumb on the right nostril and index finger on the middle of our forehead on Agya Chakra. Then we inhale gradually through our left nostril, close the nostril and then exhale gradually from the right nostril. Then we inhale from the right nostril and release the breath slowly from the left nostril. Please remember, while doing this, do not use any kind of pressure. Then we inhale and exhale with both the nostrils alternatively. One thing that should be kept in mind, that do not use any kind of pressure while inhaling and exhaling.